We've talked the whole night.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. Good morning. Good morning.
It's great to stay up late. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Morning Roast. And as always, I am your host, Mr. Kino Subway. And you might be wondering why it is so late. And if you look, we are missing somebody. I've been trying to get a hold of Sim this morning, and haven't got no answers. So I decided, well, I guess I might have to run it solo. But today we have an actual special guest, Mr. Russ.
Hi.
Going to be talking about Only Death Can Save Us.
Indeed.
I didn't even have it brought up. Good job, Chris. There we go.
I love that clip at the start. I don't know how anybody can look that good in the morning.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it has been a rough morning for me. I know that.
Gene Kelly always looks so damn great.
Yeah, I wish I had an excuse to wear like nice suits like that and stuff.
Yeah, it was a different time, wasn't it? It was a different time.
Like work won't let me wear those kind of suits. We got like a whole uniform we got to wear.
Sorry, go on.
Yeah, I gotta wear like a whole uniform and stuff. Like you gotta wear the special work shirt and all that. You only wear certain pants, and then of course outside of work, if I wear like suit vests and stuff like that, and I go out and about, people always go up to me and go, "Oh, you come back from a wedding?"
Like that, maybe you should just do it for the morning roast. Just booted and suited.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, I just gotta use that as an excuse.
Like it'd be like old BBC News.
Oh my! Oh no, I'm so late. Soul hasn't even showed up into the chat. Oh my gosh! Oh, I'm way too late today. Usually, when I get started on the streams, we have our other co-host in the chat. He's our chat-only co-host. He pops up instantly, almost. He's in the chat, doing the links, dropping the links, things like that.
It's disturbed him.
Yeah, I've messed everything up today. Oh, and now somebody's weed eating, so hopefully you all can't hear that.
Oh, there you go. Hail nobody.
Oh, hail Yodam. Yodam's a good regular, and they're always recommending things. Yodam, actually, as an aside here. Yodam, I have not forgotten your recommendation to do a review of SOS. I actually read it the other day, and I'm going to do my review hopefully tomorrow. I actually was feeling under the weather these past few days. I think it might have been something I ate, so so I haven't done much. Rots and Glory invited me on his show the one day, and I was like, I can't. I feel nauseous.
Yuck. Rot's a good guy.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
But anyway, Only Death Can Save Us.
Yep. That's the book. It's just 6 days, 5 days. It's been up, so I've been really humbled by the backers. Straight out the gate, it did 30% in the first 36 hours. So it was a great start. Obviously, it slows down, but it was wonderful to have so much support. Really, really exciting to see that. I did like an all-nighter, pretty much, and so I was on Rot's stream early on in the day and ended up on with Marshall Lee. Then I was on with Wise Guys. I did Michael Bancroft's show at 4:00 in the morning. Was on with Clint Stoker for an hour. So Clint is great. Very kind of him to have me on. So yeah, it was an all-nighter. So I was absolutely screwed the next day because youth is not on my side. So that didn't help. Yeah, it kind of threw me. But what a great time. I've had a fairly long career in production and design and what have you, and I've had my own business, so I've been around the block, as it were, but pressing that button to make your campaign go live is a very stressful thing. It's because it's so I suppose I've spoken to other people about it. It's because it's you. It's very, very personal. It was quite a nerve-wracking experience pressing that button, but once it was gone, it was great.
Yeah, that's what I've heard from, like, all the creators really I've spoken to, like Carla and Sim and all them. They're always like, yeah, that, getting it, pushing that button, and then like the whole time period all the way up until the campaign ends, it's just like, ooh, am I gonna make it? How much money? What's going on? Yeah, they're worrying over it, and then like once the campaign finally ends, it's just like, oh, weight off the shoulder.
Then you've got to deliver the book.
Yeah, that's the whole matter of fulfillment.
Yeah, a whole different set of pressures then. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, there's always that, like, how do they say, mid-campaign lull where you're not really getting a lot of like backers, and it just kind of slows real far down.
Yeah. So well, hopefully, I mean, I've been getting a few over the last couple of days, which is good. So I'll be going on to some other streams. Very kind of yourself to put me on. I've got some others booked up over the next couple of weeks. And obviously, just keep your face out there so that people know you're still there, and hopefully they'll trickle in, which would be great.
Oh yeah. You definitely, it definitely helps to do the hustle. I'm reminded of people like Phil, who's doing the lost pages and things like that, and and other folks who just constantly are going on streams or doing their own streams and stuff like that, and it definitely helps. I mean, he has definitely seen growth from his first campaign to the second one and stuff like that. So it definitely helps getting yourself out there and getting more eyes on yourself and your project.
Yeah, just making your presence felt. It's tough, but YouTube itself is a tough game. It's hard to get those numbers up. I suppose the goal of everyone is to get to that first 1,000, and then things start to move for you. But it's a slog. It really is.
Yeah.
So we'll see where it goes.
Yeah. That's something I kind of keep telling them. I'm like, Chris, you need to start doing more videos.
Yeah. Well, from my perspective, it's like I want to do more, but you can't do everything because obviously I'm not primarily a YouTuber. It's not what I'm about. I'm about making comics. So I try on my YouTube channel. I've got a lot of art, screen captures and breakdowns and stuff like that, and a couple of tutorials and bits and pieces, insights. I do actually have a playlist of Only Death Can Save Us. So from where I started writing the story through to thumbnails, concepts and stuff like that. And now, as much as possible while I'm doing the production, I'm throwing up screen captures of individual panels so people can see the production moving along. And also I've got a show on Monday nights. I think it's going to Sunday so we can have more of our American cousins on as guests. It's moving to Sunday in October, and I do a show with Lucifer Storm, and it's called Is It Just Us? And we just chat to people about comics and about the fact that we're grumpy old bastards, and that works. But yeah, it is hard work. But I think in some ways it's almost harder for just a pure art channel as well, because that's pretty much all I am. But definitely, if you want to see how the book is being put together, there is a place you can go watch it as it happens, so to speak.
Yeah, I think that is certainly also important. Doing what you what you're doing there, where you do like videos and showing the production, because that helps people keep updated and know that okay, this book actually is getting made and it's actually happening.
Yeah, it's happening. It is happening. It's happening. There's something else. Obviously, this is my first crowdfunder on my own, and it's instilling confidence in people. It's not just does the project look good? People have got to think, yeah, these people are going to deliver. It's worth me putting my bucks down, putting my money down, knowing that I'm going to get something at the end of it. Because unfortunately, there's been so many projects, over the last 5 years or so that people have just run away with money.
Yeah.
And in my personal view, it's fraud. It's disgusting. If you say you're going to do something, do it. And if you take someone's money, do it twice.
Yeah.
That's a hideous thing to do. So it's important to gain people's confidence, like I say, not just in your creative ability and your ability to tell stories and to do what people are after, which is making comics, but also that professionally you're gonna underpin what you said you're gonna do and deliver it.
Yeah, it's crowdfunding for me is a love-hate relationship. Because on the one hand, like I'm getting to meet all these new creators and all these really interesting books and fun stuff, but on the other hand, it's really risky for a customer, a backer, because you can't like go like to with your comic shops, or in my case auctions and yard sales, and just pick up the book and look through it and see what you're getting into and stuff like that. And then a lot of times these are quite pricey books, and
pro rata they are more expensive. My book is 60 pages of story and 80 pages plus of content, and you've actually got an 8-page preview here, so hopefully I'm letting people see what they're getting into, but also the fact they're getting quite a bit for their money as well. So it's tough to do that.
I like that. Okay, yeah. Because like some people I know like to do like what is it, like 48 pages or something like that, like $4. And for me personally, I'm like, oh man, that's not enough pages for me. Like I mean, for others that's fine. If that's good for you, that's great. But for me, it's like that's so seeing this like 80 plus pages, I'm like, oh, okay, now we're talking.
Well, what I wanted to provide something fairly substantial, especially as a first book. But as I move on, the other thing is I see this as a mid to long term plan as well. I want to be making more of these books. So the first book, has got to at least grab people's attention with its quantity as well as its quality, and that's what people are going to get from now on. It's not going to get any smaller. It's only going to get bigger. If I can get the kind of support that is required, then the story will continue, and I'll keep putting books out there.
Yeah. So what exactly is Only Death Could Save Us about?
There is a. Hold on a sec. I'll read it from here. Now, I've got my pitch, obviously, as you should have. I've got my elevator pitch, which is 2 seconds. Yeah. So, Only Death Can Save Us is a Bronze Age-inspired cosmic fantasy romp, bringing together action and pathos as the ancient elemental known as Death leaps from his ethereal retirement to help a young soul protect her loved ones, her world, and even existence itself. So, Death is the good guy in this. He's not as anyone has seemingly portrayed him before. He's one of the 4 horsemen, but that's kind of like a misnomer. They're not apocalyptical. They're actually part of the structure of the cosmos. They're part of the creation as well. They are otherwise known as the Pillars of Light or the Pillars of Creation. And he's kind of in retirement, but he's kind of doing another job, which is his job is death. It's part of seeing souls move on to their next iteration. And she comes to him for the reasons set out in the 8-page preview, and it's what happens after that, and then through the 4-book arc, their connection and their story and their journey, and how that's all wrapped up in this kind of like this sort of cosmic backdrop. So my inspirations were Fantastic Four, cosmic tales back in the Bronze Age, Jim Starlin, but art-wise, Jim and John Buscema, Joe Sinnott, and all those Bronze Age artists and writers, and I wanted to bring back that, I don't know, fun. There's nothing wrong with a good dark comic. I love dark comics. I've loved them since they became prominent. With Killing Joke and Watchmen and stuff like that, and deconstructing heroes and what have you. But along the way, and along with the direct market, they kind of forgot that all ages comic book. That's the way I feel about it, and I'm just trying to bring that back. I'm just trying to make stories in that way. So romance, not sex; action, not violence; the hero's journey, not ideology. It's just fun, just a fun, and it's because it's all ages. You can leave it on the side; anybody can read it, but it never speaks down to anyone. It's something that I see a lot in mainstream comics, is the way they section people off. So that's a kid's comic, that's a young adult's comic, or that's a black label comic, whatever it might be, and all ages should be enjoyed, able to be enjoyed by everybody. Well, certainly when I was a kid, I read comics, and I got a vocabulary from comics, and they encouraged me to read novels, and that all gets lost these days. I feel it just gets lost.
Oh, yeah.
So I wanted a book that anyone could pick up, anyone could read, but it didn't talk down to you, and it was just cosmic fun, action. That's what I'm after.
Yeah, the art style definitely reminded me of the older comics that I grew up reading, and that's kind of what grabbed me about this book at first. I was like, oh boy, this looks like something like I would see like out of the Starlin, that one Starlin book, which was the first one I had. It was one of the first books I had, which was the Thing and Spider-Man team up with where they fought Thanos.
Oh, fantastic! Yeah, it's just great stuff.
Oh yeah, and like this scene here where they're all like fighting these big hordes and like punching them and start flying through the air. I was like, that reminded me right of it, and I was like, oh, that's like
that's excellent. That's so nice to hear that. Getting that kind of reaction to what I've been doing.
So, oh yeah, that's what kind of got me really excited and interested in wanting to know more about this, because gosh, I loved that book as a kid. I read it so much, and comics was what got me into reading in general.
Yeah, exactly. That's why they've been ignored for a long time, and there's certainly in the UK, comics are looked down on. It's a very snooty way of looking at it. It's not considered a proper medium, especially in art circles, but it is. It's a unique thing. It's a fantastic storytelling medium, and all kids should be given comics.
Oh yeah, most look who decided to show up.
Decided to show up. I was in the backstage listening to you guys.
Yeah, I know, but you were late. You've been late.
And
were you getting your beauty sleep, Sam?
Yes.
Good.
Surely you don't need it.
Good. My Canadian beefcake co-host needs to get all the beauty sleep he can get so he can draw in those female audience for me.
Yeah. Let's just say my alarm was at 12. I kind of forgot to readjust it, and I went to bed at like 7 in the morning.
Oh, that's gonna do it.
Yeah. At 7 a.m. I'm like, oh, let's take a little nap, and it lasted like an hour longer than planned.
Yeah,
So here I am,
You
I
are
was,
now refreshed.
rock you like you're a
I was a
hurricane.
little late getting up too. I got up, sent you a message, Sam, asked if you were awake, and then scrambled to get ready. I'm like,
I
oh,
know I'm not that late according to you.
no, no. I
No, 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 no.
I sent you one at
Yes,
10
yes, 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 yes.
20. I sent you a message asking if you were awake. I was
I, I,
still technically up.
yeah, 11:30. Then at 12, I get a link, and I woke up at 12:30. I'm sorry, but I'm here.
No,
You know
no.
what they say? Better late than never, right?
I must say, I wasn't expecting a domestic dispute.
This always happens on these streams.
See
Oh,
what I
Soul
have to
came
put
in.
up with? Hush.
Hey,
Yeah,
Soul.
yeah,
Ugh,
I understand.
little brothers.
So says Chris was right. Singing is definitely not a career path for you, Sim.
No, it's not.
It's glad to have you here, Soul. I was worried when you didn't show up immediately.
Yeah. See?
At least, Soul is the only one out of all of us who's here on time. King Toad Comics is here. Hail, hail.
Hail the king.
But Russ, I do apologize for the lateness, though. In all seriousness, if you're free another time, I would like to have you on as a guest, so we could have you on like at the time. So maybe
At the right time. I'm always available. I'm tied to my desk.
like I always feel really bad when I'm late like this. In a way,
That's funny.
but
Shit happens.
it's
Yeah.
my fault. I got to get myself
Dude.
under control.
This weekend's been I've been a lot of work. I'm trying to finish those pages of Vane and stuff like that. So I've been staying up late. Dude, I even didn't wake up on the Saturday morning. I woke up like at 12:30 also.
Do you
So-
do all your work? Are you a night person, Sim?
You could say that, yeah.
Yeah. I don't operate properly much before 10 o'clock in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Like I get more inspired. I do more work late at night. It's
Yeah. I understand that.
like during the day, I'm more like I don't know. I can produce, but not as much. There's some, it's like when we get inspired, right? It's what's the point of stopping it when you've been trying to get into it? Yeah.
Yeah. Agreed. Get on with it.
Mm-hmm. You're inspired, so ride that wave until you're not anymore. And then you're like, okay, sleepy now.
But it was like I was telling Russ, I had seen this book through like Indie Vault and stuff like that, and then when after I had sent him a message about being a guest, you had told me about it
Mm-hmm.
and said about it.
Yeah, I told you to get him on.
Yeah.
Like, have you heard about that book? Go, no. Well, now you did.
No, you do.
Yeah, the only thing I had really known about it at that point in time was the art style, which grabbed me, and I was like, "Oh, I want to know more." Sim, there's no drawn in here, Sim.
I know there's no drawn in here.
Shame.
Yeah, maybe next time. I wanted to keep it. I wanted to keep it simple this time.
Seems like people don't want to make money anymore.
Oh well, that makes sense. I mean, with your first one, you don't want to like get it too complicated and screw stuff up.
So I think maybe next time the story might lend itself as well to having somebody drawn in, and I'll do a few more of those kind of things. But I wanted to keep it fairly straightforward, let the book speak for itself, and get people interested in the premise of it and the my feelings about the book and how I can connect with people through the story and just the entertainment value of it really. And if I could get people interested in all those things, then I could start expanding on it, doing extra stuff next time around.
Soul says this show needs more professional standards. You are exactly right, Soul. But hey, I did put a little banner across the bottom, and
Yeah,
I
it's
put
really
a
good.
link in the description.
I believe it does have professional standards. It's just adhering to the standards. That's an issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much. Oh, Edwin Acevedo, hail, hail.
I think the only problem is to be on time. Other than that, I think we're pretty much professional.
Yeah. I'm impressed.
Oh,
Okay, give me a sec. I'll be right back.
all right.
All right. I started the coffee, so I have
Yeah,
to go.
yeah, sure.
Gotta have coffee.
Late to get here, and then you take off as soon as you get here. I see.
So,
Huh. That's how much interesting you are, Chris.
Good drink.
oh dear.
Be back in a sec.
But he reminds me of my brother.
Sim is like a brother to me.
Yeah, he's a good guy. It's a good guy. So with those, I didn't do anything too fancy with the perks. But something I did do was get hold of some quality artists to do 4 black and white pinups for me.
Okay.
So that I could put in. Those pinups will be coloured and part of the gallery inside, but they're going to be offered. They are offered as black and white A4 prints because I wanted to show off their artwork. So I got Renzo Rodriguez. He's just finished Pandemic, I think, with Richard Meyer. I got Mike Emmerich, a fabulous indie artist. I got Amrit Birdie, who did some work on, who's done a lot of work in the UK. I think he did Use Name Eve. I think that was the graphic novel he was about. I think that got on one of the high lists. But even more exciting, I got Rob Willis, who's obviously
nice.
just a fabulous artist, and his is the one that I've only got his comment on at the moment, unfortunately, because I'm waiting for him to do it. But I think Rob Willis's name says everything you need to know. So if you want a Rob Willis print, you know you're going to get quality. So I felt that was okay. Also, Rob Willis print on its own is an add-on. So if you just decide to buy the book and want the add-on, want just Rob Willis's A4 ink print, you can get that as well. You don't have to buy both prints in the perk. So if you just scroll down for me,
okay, scroll down.
You'll be able to see. So we'll go past the 8-page preview.
All right, scroll down. Yeah, I was just gonna
ask
if there was.
There it is. There they are.
I was gonna ask you if there was a place to look at them.
Yeah. So there's the Renzo Rodriguez print, which is gorgeous. He's done such a gorgeous job. But they all have the Amrit Birdie print is lovely as well, very anime.
Oh, yeah.
The Mike Emmerich print is kind of like 2000 AD-ish, and then you're going to get Rob Willis's own words, awesome characters. I think I can do a bang up job on this one. So I am absolutely, I'm just so excited to see him do that. And he will have Death and Satana, who's the big bad in it. He's the villain in a clinch. So there you'll get kind of this sort of uber 90s kind of style that Rob has got, a fabulous style that he's got. So there's something for everybody there in those. And then if we move down a little bit, if you don't mind, thank you. That's in the collector's tier. If anybody's got that kind of money to throw down, they can have a canvas. That's a 50 by 50 centimeter canvas with 2 books, 1 piece of page art. So I've got 11 pieces of page art in total because I did the splash pages traditionally, sort of a mixed medium. And pencil head sketches, or actually they probably end up being all kinds of sketches. I'll do random sketches of the characters unless you ask for a specific one. And I think in the collector's bundle you get 2 books and you get all the prints as well. So it's quite a bundle. And then below that I've got the so you get my poster as well, the A3 Four Horsemen poster. And then below that I've got the stretch goals. The first stretch goal, so if I hit my 5,000, I'll be printing up this Pestilence, who's one of the Four Horsemen, so you can find out more about that in the story. A A5 postcard, so it's postcard sizes, so it's bigger than a trading card. And if things do well, if I get further than that, then I'd really like to have the stretch goals as all 4. I've got all 4 pieces of artwork done, ready to be printed for a set of 4 Horsemen A5 postcards. So they would be the other stretch goals. I've also looked into a pin badge as well, and UV spot color. And if it goes stellar, then I'll even put back the delivery by a month and chuck in an extra 5-page story. So you'll be getting closer to 90 or 100 pages than the 80 pages plus. So
okay. Yeah, that would be now with these. Oh, you might have already said it there, and I might have missed it. But do you have is this original? Do you have original art for the postcards as well?
No, I don't have original art for the postcards. They are digital.
Okay.
So.
We've got requests here. Soul says, "Did Russ already pitch this book?" And then King Toad says, "I must have missed the pitch." So it seems like they want to hear the pitch again.
They did that. Yeah, okay, I'll do it again. So Only Death Can Save Us is a Bronze Age-inspired cosmic fantasy romp bringing together action and pathos as the ancient elemental known as Death leaps from his ethereal retirement to help a young soul protect her loved ones, her world, and even existence itself. It's a vast cosmic backdrop framing a fledgling friendship. A dramatic chase and confrontation takes center stage. This world runs deep with cosmic and ancient mythologies, constantly crossing streams, focusing on the titanic struggle between order and chaos. So there's an 8-page preview, so you can see, how that shapes up, and the rest of it is in the rest of the book. Got to buy the book.
Oh, and now they're also asking, was there a video? If so, play again when can. All right.
There is a video, yeah, at the top, yeah.
We'll go ahead and play that now. Hopefully I got the audio turned on. Let me see here.
Yeah.
Only Death Can Save Us is a Bronze Age-inspired cosmic fantasy romp, bringing together action and pathos as the ancient elemental known as Death leaps from his ethereal retirement to help a young soul protect her loved ones, the world, and his existence itself.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I like that. It's like it's short and sweet.
Yeah, that's what I was told to do. Yes, I got some great advice from a lot of the indie creators out there, particularly Michael, it was very well received. So I think I got a little bit of echo on that, but
yeah, was the static noise? Was that in the background? Was that purpose?
Yeah. I put a filter on those voices. Yeah.
Yeah. For a second when I started playing, I'm like, oh, is my headset screwing up?
No, it's kind of like a voice from beyond. Those last two were kind of like voices from beyond, as it were. It's
yeah. Oh, Sim's back. Oh.
Yeah, I'm back. Don't be so excited about it.
Well,
Then you wonder why I don't want to wake up in the mornings anymore.
It's
your fault.
Why don't you do the world a favor Pull your lips over your head and swallow, Chris.
Is that an age?
Hideous. You're gonna have to swallow really hard.
Why are you so brutal?
That's from a classic old grumpy old man. Remember that movie with Matt Damon?
Grumpy old men.
Yeah, it was like a sequel to
yeah.
the old show they used to have, where
Uh,
what was the name?
Are you talking about the two movies where it was grumpy old men and then grumpier old men?
Yes,
Oh
Grumpy.
God, I loved those movies.
And they used to have the show before. I just forget what was the name of that classic show where it's two guys that they're really like opposite, but they're stuck to be roommates. So it was technically a sequel to that Grumpy Old Men. It was them later.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know there was a show.
Yeah, it was a show.
The movies were great. Like his dad that was always drinking beer and eating bacon and stuff. Sim, did you see these prints?
Which one?
This Mike Emirates one? I like that one.
Yeah, that one's cool.
I think it was my favorite of all these prints so far. I'm seeing.
I think the Rob Willis one is going to be the one.
Yeah,
I
you
like
even
the
got
part
Rob
of it.
Willis even.
With the greatest respect to all those other artists because they're wonderful pieces of work. I really want to see Rob's artwork. So.
Oh, so Soul says, "Wow, Chris didn't boom this up." Yeah, see, Soul, I'm getting better, moving up in the world.
Yeah.
King Toad says, "I get a bit of a old school Warlock vibe style, or even a touch of He-Man. Just me?"
Yeah, that's all right. Oh, I'll go with that. Thank you very much. Definitely, a bit He-Man-ish. I could see these guys as old school He-Man toys. Yeah.
I need to start. Oh, I'm being sloppy. I ain't posting links in the chat. Soul's here. He got it now.
He's doing the job.
I can always kill it, Soul. Sim, what are you doing, Sim?
Why?
Because you're being quiet. I don't like it.
Why?
He's plotting.
Yes, I am. I'm planning your doom, Chris.
More like you're falling asleep in your chair.
I'm actually buying my tickets to go to, visit.
Visit.
Yeah.
Good. While you're here, you can pick up all these damn books I got for you.
What?
I said, good. While you're down here, you can pick up all these damn books I got for you.
Yeah.
Speaking of which,
that you never sent.
yeah. Speaking of which, something came in the mail, Sam.
Which one is that one?
That would be heavy metal.
Oh. Okay. I'll be sending you money.
I actually got that. I got Beacon stuff came in, and Joshua Plaque came in. I'm not sure. I was thinking about doing an unboxing live stream.
Yeah, for some reason, Ross, they would not deliver Heavy Metal magazine. I could not buy the pre-sale for the sketch cover for the number 300 anniversary special. So I asked Chris to order them for me. They will not deliver to Canada for some reason.
Good Lord, why?
Neither will I.
I don't know. It's
They're all for me.
Shit.
You have been bamboozled.
Good thing I didn't send you the money yet.
Ah, crap.
And you want to play it that way? I have misplaced a commission. No refund.
You wouldn't be the first one. Would not be the first artist to misplace one of my commissions.
Good morning, sweetheart. The phone? No.
So you should post for King Toe Comics. Post Mothman. Oh, I'll do it. What am I saying? I'll do it myself.
What?
Nothing, Sam. You just sit over there and drink your coffee.
I'm sorry. I have kids too,
They've got little coffees.
My little angel is looking for the phone. I think she needs to call. Here you go.
Oh, thank you, Sol, for posting the Aces mailing list. Do go sign up for that as well.
Dude, Russ, I have 2 boys and 2 girls. You can
Oh.
imagine how that gets in the house, and they're all in teen
Yeah.
years. Yeah, the
Yeah,
youngest one's 11.
Oh wow! No, I've gone beyond that. I'm older than you guys. My son bought himself a bike, a motorbike, the other day, and my little girl's just turned 20.
Me, it's 11 and 18. Like the oldest one's 18, and he started
18.
to hang out with his friends, smoke weed and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a worrying time.
It's a new chapter, and it's like when you reach they're an adult, right?
Hmm. It's actually easier when they're all adults.
Yeah. Especially
Yeah.
when you hear your son going, "Hey, Dad, you want to smoke with me tonight?" And you're like, "What?"
Yeah. That's tough, mate. That's tough. Tough work.
A lot of conversation. Not just there. But I think it's a great. I think it's more fun than the scare that you have of it. I
Yeah.
don't know. It's more like a level up. The only problem is you don't get as much to tell them what to do anymore. As much.
No. Well, I suppose it depends if they're still in your house.
Yeah, but you get what I mean. It's not the
Yeah.
same way. Like you're talking with a little man.
Oh yeah, no, exactly.
Hmm.
Yeah, the relationship changes,
Yeah.
but it's all good. It's all good. It's a
Mhm.
natural.
Yeah, it's wonderful. You just sometimes you go, okay, now you're a major, right? Yeah, you're not gonna beat your ass, right? Legally. You
It's
should
gonna
have seen
take.
his face the first time we told him this, dude. He was like acting out, like not acting out like in a bad way, but like giving us like attitude. We're like, dude, you know that legally we can beat your ass now and be good, right? They're
Yeah.
like, no, really? Yeah.
Yeah, like your mum's on my side. She'll just call self-defense.
Yeah,
We'll just
exactly.
get the cops. It's fine. It's easy.
Yeah. No
Watch
witness.
us.
We're good.
No, it's gonna be some time till I get whooped.
Mhm. Oh, trust me, you tried. Didn't work. It's like bringing down the hammer, brother.
Yeah.
Now it's time because the line was this. Now you're learning about the difference between strength and experience.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Sim's like, well, boy, when you can pick up Thor's hammer, then you can take my place.
Dude, it's a thing. Like you've been through it. There's a moment in your life. There's 2 moments where you test your dad. Usually, there's the moment where you lose your shit when you get pissed. You're young, you get rebellious, you start hanging with other people. You get pissed, you attack your dad or something. Something happens, right? That one happens. Then there's the other one where you're playfully looking at your dad. You go, "I can take you," and your dad looks at you, come at me," and then he regrets it in a fraction of a second. Then you go, "There you go." That's a lesson to never try again.
Yeah, don't do that again. Don't do that shit on me. I'll sweep you before you get a chance again.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I never did that with Dad. I never did the whole like bucking up at him sort of thing. I was like, no, I'm good. My brother did it because my brother, in his teenage years was a partier and carried on, and mom and them would stay up all night waiting on him to come home and stuff like that. And like one night, they got into it hard, and I remember sitting there because I was up because I could hear him, and Jay said something to mom real kind of nasty. Like, I think he might have cussed at her and stuff even. And my dad like grabbed him and shoved him up against the wall and said, "I will beat I will knock your head in if you talk to your mother like that again."
That's a no-go area. That's
And I
a
was like,
no-go area.
"Ooh." I was
Dude,
like,
yeah, you have those moments. You have those moments. It's like like It's like one day, like I live with my Dave, my bro, and we raise our kids together, right? And dude, there's a moment where Logan's answering me, and I'm pumping, right? I'm like, I have nothing to say. I'm just like fuming, and all you see it's Dave coming behind him. Guy, watch out how you talk to your dad. And all you saw it's the face of Logan going like, oh fuck. Dave just appeared behind him, right? With his head right next to his head. Because if your dad don't do it, I will. So
It's like one of those animes.
dude, you know how we like to have fun here. Come on.
Nani? Oh, Hex is in the chat. Hail, sir. We need to have you on. I'm gonna have to send you a message and schedule you on as a guest as well.
Oh, it's true. He's gonna launch his campaign soon for the
That's right.
trading cards for the video game.
Yeah, I didn't know, but he's making that game. I thought he was just working as like the artist or something, but no, he's actually making the whole game.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
It's not out yet, but it should be out soon. He says.
Oh yes, and do sign up for the Thomas Moria. I hope I said that part right. Wizard for Hire mailing list. I'm going to try to have him on as well soon. With Rob Muerto translating.
So slowly trying to swerve it again on my Canadian French thing again. You guys are not original. It's like French Canadian have a strange lumberjack humor. It's called being a manly soul.
Mm.
Get yourself a check shirt.
Usually when I hear the word French, I don't really think manly, but
it depends. Like I told you, it's not that type of French.
Yeah, there's two types of French. There's Canadian French.
Essaye toi pas,
European
Chris.
French.
Essaye toi pas, Chris. Ça marchera pas. See, doesn't sound Frenchy, right?
Well, everybody seems to think you're Puerto Rican, Sim. So.
¿Dónde está la biblioteca?
Yep.
Every single time. Yep.
Get them started. Oh my.
Oh, so I know. He goes, pulled your leg again, fool. I know.
But
Captain said the obvious.
Like I was saying to Russ, Sim, I told him here in the early stream, I really like that it's 80 plus pages for like $26 here.
Is there a double booked here? Wink, wink.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
Where's
2
it
for
at?
1. Not 2 for 1.
Oh, here we go. 2 copies of the book.
You save on that.
Oh, that's always good.
And then you save on the postage as well. So
yeah. Sam.
Yep.
Are you trying to pull shenanigans again?
Of course I am.
Won't you get that 2 copies, Chris? And send me one. You already got like a big box of comics coming my way.
Yeah, just put it. Just add it in.
They just bring them into your house on pallets. Stacks of comics.
Dude, it's like the thing is, I already backed like 48 or 50 campaigns yet, right? But every time I pay double. I pay international shipping. I'm in Canada, so.
Oh yeah. That's worse than from the UK to America. Yeah.
It's the same thing from Canada to the UK to the US. It's freaking.
Yeah.
So every book I buy, it's 25 plus 25.
Wow, that's a lot.
So every time, so it's kind of like, do you understand why I do understand people trying to bat me and why I thrive so hard to find solution to reduce it?
Yeah, definitely.
Because it's like I back 50 books, but it's like I back 100 right now. Money wise.
Yeah. No, that's not good.
Yeah, I joked around there about with Sim there, but I can perfectly understand. I like what is it, a Xenotype. I haven't backed it because of how expensive the shipping is
Mhm.
for me. I was like, well, the book
Dude,
book looks fine. It's just I'm not
that
paying.
book,
But
that book cost me 110.
ooh,
God,
hang
whoa.
on.
Ooh, this is.
And that's really like a, that was like a friend supporting a friend type of thing.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I've
that
bought
that
quite a
that hurt. That hurt.
yeah. I've bought quite a few of the books that I've seen. I've had some stuff from Kickstarter as well, but most of the stuff I've bought has been from Indiegogo, and it's a really good system. It does help confidence when the system is very upfront. I mean, okay, I know that postage is expensive, but it's really easy to see what you're going to buy on Indiegogo, and it's really easy to set up. That's why I didn't go with Kickstarter. I looked at it purely from a business perspective, and Indiegogo is just the better platform all over.
Yep.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
to set up the service, even if their customer service is shitty at
Mhm.
Indiegogo, it's still better than Kickstarter.
yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
as, from I guess just from a backer perspective myself, I love Indiegogo way more than Kickstarter. I can't
yeah,
stand Kickstarter. So it feels so clunky, and
yeah,
I
yeah,
had to wait for like an email from the creators just to get like a size for my shirt. It was just a whole, or no, it wasn't even a size, just to pick a variant cover and all this other stuff. And it was just so tedious. I ended up missing
Yeah.
the email, and
And they're also very picky because me, it was in 2016, so we're talking pre-Comicsgate,
Mm,
right? And I did the art to sim on Kickstarter, and I was technically shadow banned. You couldn't find my campaign when you typed it was called the art to sim, right? You
mm.
couldn't find it. You had to have the direct link to have it, and I tried to get it fixed, and I was told it's because I'm a misogynist and it's very like sexist and this, and it was the not the merc stuff.
Oh God,
uh,
are you a
Yeah,
platform for making money or aren't you?
yeah,
That's just. I think that's what one of the things that really grinds on me is the amount of bad business that's going on. Uh,
yep.
Terrible decisions,
Shady. It's shady.
shady,
It's shady
shady. Yeah,
business because it's not like
yeah.
here are the rules or something. It's like no, they don't tell you or
Uh,
dude,
and a
just let me have a go at it. What happened to free
yeah,
business type of thing? I think that's a
uh,
pretty much a worldwide thing, right? Like
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
allowed to be here, offer my product. I'm not asking nobody to get hurt. I'm not doing what they call actual hate speech, which is a call to
Mm,
action, a call
yeah,
to hurt people, right? So why am I not allowed to do my money? Because you decide that you don't like what I'm doing. Well, fuck you. I don't
yeah.
like what you guys are doing. It's like one of my favorite comedians said, Steve Hugh. He goes, "Offended? Being offended is, it's a question of what you believe in, right?
Mm,
It's subjective, right?
mm, yeah.
Like
No,
what's the
I,
fucking point of it?
yeah. I reserve the right to be offended.
Yeah,
Yeah,
mhm.
that's the way it is. I'm a freedom of speech absolutist.
like
Um,
one of the things he said, he goes, the Backstreet Boys, I'm fucking offended.
yeah,
you know when I see a fucking like shitty singer or something that does that mumble rap or does that shit, I think it's fucking offensive. I think it's fucking insulting. People that don't draw their comics that like to put like pictures or something, I find it offensive.
Hmm.
It's a personal thing,
Yeah,
right? It's
yeah.
it's my liking. Do I think that they don't deserve to exist? No.
No, no, exactly. No, exactly. Yeah, I just don't like
Exactly.
it. You can do what you want. Doesn't mean I have to take any notice of you.
Yeah.
It's
Exactly.
No, no, no. I'm fully with you on that. It's I think there's a certain level of respect. You don't. When I talk about being a free speech absolutist, I still think you ought to be careful. You don't want to unnecessarily piss people off, but at the
Hmm.
same time, you shouldn't be restricted. And certainly, let's call it what it is. Gatekeeping in any way, shape, or form in publishing or entertainment is not
Yeah.
acceptable. It's not acceptable in a free society, and nobody should be doing that. And
And
if you set yourself up as an independent um, uh, marketing, crowdfunding platform that is there for people to show their wares to the general public,
Mhm.
and you get held back because the people that built the thing or that are managing the thing don't like you or don't like your opinions,
Mhm.
that's not good.
And you
That's
see,
not a good look.
and you can see the
Yeah.
hypocrisy behind it,
Hmm.
because it's like they, just look at Comicsgate, right? We're all supposed to be right now conservatives, extreme right,
Hmm.
and you're like, but when you actually pay attention,
Yeah.
the people that are hating the most is them,
Yeah.
and the people that are here, they're people from the right, from the left, from the center. I'm not a conservative.
No, me neither. No,
I'm
no,
like,
no. I've never.
I've always considered myself more of a centered left,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Sometimes maybe I have some more leaning on the right on certain things, but I always consider myself a center. And it's not because I can't decide myself, it's because I believe a long time ago, I believe in the yin yang in a way, right? I believe
Yeah.
balance. It's a question of balance. It's a question, it's that's why I'm like, we need to understand and have a compromise in the middle
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
that everybody can coexist. It's all about like discussion and having compromise. I
Mm.
like this, you don't like that, but I don't like this and I don't like that. Can we
Yeah.
reach an understanding so we can coexist? Yes,
Yeah.
we can.
It's a range of views. It's
Hmm.
okay. It's okay to disagree with people.
Yes,
It's okay
dude.
to
I don't
disagree.
want to. I don't want to have just all my friends always agreeing with me.
No.
What the fuck?
Uh,
I like
yeah.
my friend. I go, Sim. What? You're kind of wrong there. Enlighten me, please. Okay, you're
Exactly.
right.
Yeah. How are you ever going to learn anything if you don't disagree with each other? Sometimes you might convince someone of your opinion.
But
But you don't do that without communication, without swapping of ideas.
mm-hmm.
That's what creativity is. What making comic books is all about. It's about filling people with new ideas, hopefully, with different ways of looking at things.
Yeah,
Opening people's minds.
one of your life lesson you're trying to pass on. There's different things in stories. That's what
Mm.
stories are. It's not just like, hey, here's a bad guy. He's trying to explode that city, and I don't know. Green Lantern needs to stop that motherfucker. That's not just the story. Usually, the story is also the well. Meanwhile, his girlfriend's pissed at him because he keeps fucking dumping her and never showing up to the fucking date. So he's about to get divorced. And their phone doesn't stop ringing while his ring keeps calling him to fucking Oa. Decision, decision, decision.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, that's what you want. You want variety.
mm,
That's something I've found. Yeah, I don't. I've not used the Comicsgate tag. I don't, because that's just. I consider myself an indie,
mm-hmm,
an indie creator, but I will. I will talk. I will. And anybody out there, I don't care whether you Comicsgate or not. I really don't give a shit. It's about
yep,
communication. It's about giving people the benefit of the doubt. Walk a mile in somebody else's shoes before you start condemning them for something.
mm-hmm.
And
Dude,
there's arseholes everywhere, and a
yes,
few arseholes and a couple of blue jokes don't a hate group make. It really doesn't.
yeah,
And everybody I've been out here with, I've had so much support from people who declare themselves as Comicsgate, and I've seen no hate. All I've seen is decent creative people who are just trying to get on and giving their time and their support to me, just another creator. And it disturbs me when I see people just condemning someone just because they
mm-hmm.
have a different opinion from them. It's
Me,
a terrible state of affairs. You
me
guys
one,
are just brilliant. I'm just so impressed with how generous you all are with your time and your support. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
one of the things that made me take the big plunge, right, was
Mm,
I was around, right. I was doing this thing, and I was still like going to do small cons right here,
mm,
and I was organizing one, and dude, I got berated, dude, just for having a discussion about Comicsgate. You know, so you're sitting down with friends, people you've known for years, right? And I'm just starting to discuss it. You guys heard about this? I'm wondering because I'm noticing this. And then, dude, I got called a fucking conservative. You guys are all the same. You're a Trump supporter. Like, dude, I don't even support you. I don't even fucking vote. But
No.
if you ask me though, if I would have been in the States and I had to choose between Hillary and Trump, and I know that if I don't fucking vote, it goes to the would go to directly to Hillary because of like I'd probably go vote on. I would have probably voted Trump. Yes.
But
What?
you see, the red pill is, and this is the same in my country, is it's not who you choose, it's the fact that you have such a bad choice available.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you know, out of 350 million people in the United
You know.
States,
Mhm.
you've got Hillary Clinton, who was married to a previous president.
Yeah.
You know,
But before,
and you got Trump that everybody seemed to hate.
yeah.
And it was like, oh, hold on a sec, like is this all we can do? And it's the same.
Yeah.
with UK.
Trump is just a tool that they're using. To be
Exactly.
honest, because look, I was in university before. I was part of. I was stuck in that freaking GamerGate thing and MovieGate thing. I came out of this shit. I was blacklisted because I fought that in university.
Yeah,
I stood up to those teachers.
yeah.
And I got blacklisted. And I don't know if you know, Montreal is like the epicenter of video gaming and movie special effects. So one of them looked at me and goes, it's a small world, right? You're never going to be working here. I go, no, but one day you'll be working for me.
I like that.
Uh,
Yeah, no,
King
Sorry.
Craig Comics has a good point here, Sim. He says also you're Canadian, so that could
Yeah.
be actually why you were blacklisted.
Makes me fucking awesome.
yeah, I know how you feel. I'm from the UK. I'm fucking awesome too.
Mhm.
I've been talking to lots of people since I've started getting involved, and I'm just the amount of ignorance that goes flying around is stunning, absolutely
Yes.
stunning. And I will continue to talk, to be involved with, to open my heart to communicate with anybody who is kind and decent and professional. Okay, being a pro supposedly is you get paid for doing it. Well, there are plenty of amateurs out there who act far more professional than a lot of the professionals do.
Yeah.
And it's
Yes.
about interaction. It's about that professional approach, and screaming at each other.
It's like the comic book business is supposed to be a big engine, and we're supposed to be the gears in it.
Yeah,
Right. We don't have to all get along, but we all have to be aligned.
yeah. So that's that's part of it is just I wanted to make comics like they used to make comics, and I see a lot of that actually, because there's so much fun, and there's so much genuine love for comic books I see out in the indie environment and out in the Comicsgate environment as well. I've bought plenty of Comicsgate books as well as lots of other creators' books, and I'll buy. It's not a blind sort of must buy this. It's because they're quality books. I've bought them because they caught my eye, and I thought, wow, they're great. And it's that essence of like fun, comics without ideology, action, hero's journey, that kind of stuff. And that's what I wanted to produce. I personally love, back in the Bronze Age, I'm of that age where I remember buying them as a kid, and it's just something I wanted to bring back. So it's
Shane in the group goes, to be honest, I don't even jump on the SJW hate wagon.
no,
I focus on the project going on in the community, and I don't have time for. Yes, but that's the thing, Shane. I did the same thing, and then I got attacked. They went on my LinkedIn. They made me lose jobs. They went on this. They went on that. When you got their attention.
That's hideous that they did that. That's just wrong.
And I'm not the only one that got that. And dude, I came in right. I
Yeah.
made sure that I had no attachment. I'm like, I'm self-employed, so all I'm gonna be doing right now is contracts, right? I'm like, I'm good, right? They can't do nothing to me.
Hmm.
No, no, they went on LinkedIn and on Facebook and reached out to a few people.
Terrible.
So
Absolutely.
I lost like two contracts where one was like a cover job for a novel, and the other one was a illustration novel.
Hmm.
A novel with some images in it.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, dude, it was like you know, 10K, 15K.
All right. So it wasn't. Yeah. Nothing to
Yeah.
see. Yeah.
So that was like my side gig technically that was planned while I was doing my CG, my comic book, right? And I got hit on both sides on that, and that one hurt. I almost
Yeah.
lost everything, dude. Like I said, I'm a single dad. I have a family of six. I'm six in my house. I got
Wow.
four kids. So I was not. It's not the fact that I was like, oh, I need I need the money for my campaign to live. No, that's not it. But for that moment, for that fucking like a few weeks when I needed to turn around, like that 4 months of wait for my money, that one was harsh.
Uh,
That I turned around. I successfully turned around, and when the money came in, I was good. I just put it in my account.
yeah. Good stuff.
But good thing that I had some guys from CG that decided to, oh, guy, we heard about what happened. Here's some commission money. Somebody people came to give me commissions, so it allowed me for a breather and to turn myself around. Right?
Yeah. But that's it. I mean, it's support like that that you
Mm-hmm.
know where your friends are.
Yep.
It's I don't understand the current culture because we got it in the UK as well. This cancel culture of just
Mhm.
it's not enough to disagree with someone. You have to finish them,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just disgusting.
Yeah, I don't understand it because, in my opinion, you need exposure to these different ideas and views to progress and grow as
It's
people.
it's authoritarian. It's extremist. That's why I keep saying people like I try to let everybody stop doing. Oh, the left. Oh, the left. Oh, the left. Dude, half the fucking CG group is left now.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Okay,
not
it's like
it's not
yeah,
about political opinion. It's
no,
it is about this cancel. You must.
it's cancel culture. It's censorship.
Yeah,
Fuck with
Yeah.
it.
got to
PC
go.
culture. Fuck it.
It's got to go.
Yeah,
But I think things are on the turn. So
like I always said. Like I
Yeah,
agree with the fact of like there's no better purifier than the goddamn sunlight. If you want to expose somebody that's a fucking racist, a fucking monster, let him fucking talk in front of everybody and make him show himself as a fucking monster that he is.
I was
And that
trying.
will be the end of him. If you're trying to control everything, it's because you are the fucking monster that doesn't want to be in the sunlight.
well, I mean that's brings it back like to what I said there about the whole different views being exposed to grow. Like that
Hmm.
includes the bad stuff, right?
Yeah,
Like
Yep.
if there's some horrible racist guy, then you'll see that, and people can see why that it's such a bad way to be and
how are you
grow.
going to know what a bad idea is unless you hear it?
Yeah, and
Yep.
how
And
can you
as
learn?
exactly what you were saying, that the series saying about hearing those bad ideas. I mean, back in the 90s, we had a political party called the British National Party.
Yeah.
They were obviously racist. They were scumbags, and there was even back then there was still sort of issues around the European Union and about immigration and that kind of stuff. And they they managed to get a foothold in some areas of the country. They never got actually elected into parliament, but they were elected into local government. And they managed to do this because people were scared, and as usual, the government was leaving them behind. And there was a move at the time to have them banned from the BBC,
Yeah.
and it was stopped. They were allowed to come on, and the leader of that party, a guy called Nick Griffin, came on to Question Time and showed himself to be a racist twat.
Yes.
And everybody saw it, and pretty much the support left because this isn't a racist country. No, no.
This is how it works. I'm
That's how-
sorry. People, normal people know the difference between a good and a bad idea, right? If you want somebody, you don't go telling them, like the best example. I'm not gonna go tell Ross not to date, not to do something, you're gonna have to let him see it first, right?
Yeah.
So it's like if I know that girl that Ross is gonna be dating right now, I've dated her before, and she's a fucking whore, right? Well, if I go tell him what he's enamored by her, it's not gonna help anything, right?
Yeah.
If you go tell him, no, she's bad people, she's this, she's that, he's gonna go, you're just fucking, no, he needs to freaking see part of it. So that's what I'm saying. Is like, you want people to realize how bad somebody is, you would put him out there. When you're trying to silence, cancel people, it's because you're trying to hide your own stupid shit.
Yeah. Yeah. I think
So
that's a
that's
lot.
why I know that there's something fucking going on right now, because it's cancel culture, it's censorship everywhere. It's my way or the fucking highway. So this is not good. If you,
No.
especially if you remember your history and you learn from it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is so many people talk about history, but they don't actually. They obviously don't actually analyze it enough. If you, what's going on at the moment is the danger of pushing too far into this identitarian left generated. Although I agree it's not left anymore, is that the pendulum will swim back even harder the other way, and that's when the wrong person gets voted in.
Yeah.
Like the day after the Conservatives got voted in last year, there were pictures of there was some news item where this young student was effectively wishing death on Boris Johnson, the Prime Minister, and saying that he was a Nazi and a fascist. And it's like, you haven't got a clue what a Nazi and a fascist is. You've grown up in a really easy environment. You're
Yeah.
probably middle class and have more money than I'm ever going to see in my life anyway. Daddy's got you through school, and you're saying this about people. You haven't got a clue what the real wolf is like. You're crying wolf, and it's not them. But if you carry on that way, that's what you'll end up getting, and all of us will be in trouble then.
Look, I was talking with my bro the other day. My bro comes from Mexico. Okay, the type of life that's over there. It's not something that people here could survive easily.
Mm. Mhm.
Right over there, a human life is not worth more than a piece of corn. Right? They'll kill you for nothing over there. The value of a human life is nothing. Right? So I'm starting to think that it's people trying to bring it back to bring us down to the third world type of thing. Because
Possibly,
if you're looking at how they're acting in riots, they have no value of human life. Like they're actively going out there going, if you don't agree with me, I want you to die.
yeah. I mean,
What
that's
they're
that's a
saying is
horrible way
you're
to
not allowed
think.
to exist because you don't agree with them. I'm like, and you're looking on the other side, you're like, yeah, but they're just asking to, can we have a conversation? And I'm like, okay, I'm sorry, but this comes to the point of, like, that's what I said before. It's like it may have started with some conservatives more, but it got to the point where you got the left going in, people from the left going in and getting in your way, going, you're wrong of attacking them. This
Mm,
is where this is how all of this got started. That's why we have people from all political side. That's why it's not a political thing in CG, because we have people from every freaking spectrum of the world on our side. We have gays, we have transsexuals, we have lesbians, we have regular, we have everything. Left,
mm.
central, uh, right. How you know?
Diversity
Yeah,
would be that
the
word.
diversity is actually here. What
Yeah,
what they're trying to do, it's like they're mirroring everything. So they are the freaking fascist Nazis trying to have their way and silence everybody else, but they're just trying to project it on us.
yeah,
And they're
yeah,
trying to take the credit of what we're doing. Because I'm sorry, like, we've been watching a lot of movies lately from the 80s and 90s, and there was more diversity in 5 minutes of a fucking movie than in most of the thing that they've been putting out since they've been there.
yeah. No, it's certainly not. It's certainly not better than it was. You used to be able to watch programs, and there really were diverse casts.
Hmm.
Um, it's just gone the other way now.
Right now, it's like what I've been seeing with the third wave feminism that having. Because me, I was part of that red pill there. Remember that movie? That's one of the other reason why I got a bit a lot of shit here in Canada is I was one of the guys that was promoting and trying to get that Red Pill movie played here.
Okay, yeah.
Remember back in the days?
Yeah.
Never got played in Canada.
Well, Canada's an odd place
Hmm.
politically. It's
Oh,
it's it's
full
quite
of
odd.
odd people.
Especially since Trudeau got in charge.
Yeah, Trudeau. But I mean, how does Trudeau get away with the shit that he gets away? How did he get
Dude,
voted in again?
we
I
did
don't-
not. There's a lot of people that did not even get their voting card. That shit that the Trump's warning you about, guys, about in the states,
yeah, it's
happened
really-
here in the last elections. A lot of us are talking about it because there's a whole bunch of people that did not get their voting card, even though we applied for them. I did not get to vote.
Because I didn't. I watch a little bit of political news from around the world, and I just thought he was straight up going to be thrown out.
Yep.
I don't understand how he
Most
got
people hate him here, and he was he would have lost, and they rigged the fucking thing. They even tried to get all the new refugees to vote.
Good lord, that's weird.
It's like that's what I keep saying. It's like that guy's trying to turn us into Cuba or New China.
Yeah, which is not a good. That's not a good way to go.
No.
Oh dear, it's amazing that I mean anybody else that would have because he had that thing where he dressed up as a.
Yeah, dude. There's not just that. There's a lot of stupid shit.
No,
Like, you know,
I mean, if anyone in our government had been seen to have done that, they'd have got
it'd be
fired.
out. Yeah.
So I don't understand how he kept his job even after that. That's
That's
amazing.
the thing.
Amazing.
I don't think it's a job. I think it's a title.
Oh well, yes. I mean, he's effectively royalty, isn't he? He's political royalty.
Yeah,
So-
it's the son of Fidel Castro and adopted.
Oh well, we have to go and I have to go and watch some David Icke after this. See if I can get some information from him.
To take a step back from this heavy conversation.
Oh
here,
yeah, it's been a bit heavy.
Yep.
It's fun. Why not?
Pops was here joining us. He says, "You are live in the madness. What is happening, my friends?" Hey, Pops. All right. And Soul asked me, "Where's my contribution number at?" I'm up to 193 contributions on Indiegogo.
That's good.
Would be higher, but everything I try to back here lately, I can't. Thank you, Meg. Oh dear. Let's see. Soul says, "Did Sim vote for Trudeau?" I think you already know that answer, Soul.
Now you know why I brought it up.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Oh, dude, I hate that cunt. And I still will not go in the streets and riot. Get it? You fucking pussies. Come on. I don't get it. I'm sorry. Standing here in Canada, watching people riot because they didn't get the president they want. It's fucking you lost. It goes to like the special treatment type of thing. Like, you guys lost. Why are you asking for retribution? I don't understand. Just makes no sense.
We pretty much got Trump derangement syndrome over here as well.
You too?
So, yeah.
They talk more about Trump in freaking school to the kids than anything else political in Canada. They don't know shit about what Trudeau did or anything much about Canada or the history of Quebec, but they know about Trudeau. Not Trudeau, but they know about Trump. And Trump is a bad man. He's a Nazi. I'm like, and I had to sit down with the kids and go, like, okay, let's have a discussion. He's an asshole, but he's not a monster.
No difference, yeah. There's no doubt he's an arse. Yeah. So where were we going? Before we got sucked back into politics.
So don't mention
I don't
people
even
ever
know.
again. So lesson learned.
Yeah,
I don't know. Every time
not a good idea.
Sim always derails the conversations. I tell you.
Blame it on the moonlight. Blame it on sunshine.
Well,
Good time.
Blame it on sin.
I'm not gonna blame it on Soul. He is like basically an angel on this show. He does know that.
Dude, you probably have to wipe your nose at this point.
Well, you gotta We have
Yeah.
to suck up the soul. He drops the links. He is crucial to this channel.
Suck it up.
Yeah, he is. He's great. He's our co-host in the chat.
Yep.
As you can see, we like to take banter on each other.
Well, what I was gonna ask is we had kind of briefly touched on this collector's bundle previously. I was wondering what was in it here.
The
That's what I was
collector's bundle is you get 2 graphic novels, one to keep, one to read. The four horsemen poster, the 4 A4 that's just slightly bigger than comic book size. A4 black and white prints, the ink prints. You also get an A4 character sketch from me. You get the canvas, and you get an A3 page of original art from the book.
Okay.
So that's a whole bundle. If somebody out there if there's a collector out there that wants that bundle, I'll get it to them.
Okay, yeah. So this is like it's pretty much you get like everything in the previous tiers plus this fancy canvas. Oh, awesome.
But there's a much more reasonable priced version than that, where you just get a page of artwork. So you get an A3 page and the book.
Okay.
Or an A4 character sketch and the book. The Rob Willis A4 ink is an add-on, so you can add that. So say you wanted just the book and the Rob Willis print, you could do that.
Okay. Oh. Okay, yeah. So you have a separate tier for just the book, and then also for getting your name in the credits. All right.
Yeah. So obviously, anybody who spends more than that will get their name in the credits. That's just the lowest tier.
Yeah, I like that you have the 80 plus pages for $26, and also I like that you have included a 8-page preview. That really helps to see what you're getting into.
Yeah, if I could have made it $25, I would. It's the exchange rate on Indiegogo just varies from for time to time. So sometimes it's 26, sometimes it's not.
Soul says, I almost heard 4 horsemen.
You.
Soul. Oh, you got your mind in the gutter, sir. Control yourself. Let's see here.
And the featured perk, you get all the prints.
Okay.
And the book.
Yeah, those prints do look good. I like your whole campaign page here. I think it's pretty good. You've got what the product is right here. Then you got your pitch. You got your prices right up front here. You got the 8-page preview right after. Yeah, I really like the setup for this campaign here. There's a lot of Indiegogo campaigns that have really annoyed me. That was another thing I didn't like about Kickstarter was how every creator always had their setup. Like it was so telling me all this unnecessary stuff I didn't need to know.
It was that I wasn't going to put a video up of how you should give me your money because of reasons. There's a product there. It's a book. I want to entertain you. I want to carry on drawing this kind of stuff and creating this kind of stuff. And I love the idea that people will be entertained from it. I mean, I've got my approach to it. If you go all the way down, you scroll all the way down to our approach. There we go.
Oh, did I go past it?
So past the team, the inspiration.
Oh,
and
there we go.
That's our approach. Our readers are everything. There are no toxic fans. That's the way I see it.
Nope.
The idea being is that I always see it like this: is that time is money, and if you're spending your money on my book, you're effectively giving me a little piece of your life.
Yep.
So anybody that has an IP or a book or anything, and people buy into it, they deserve respect and they deserve thanks.
Yes.
For buying that book, for buying that concept. And if they continue to be readers / fans, I don't like the word fans because it suggests a tier, but it isn't. It's an equal thing. They're paying you, and you're giving them entertainment, but also sort of, if people are really into it, or if they're really into the way that you do things, they like your artwork, they like your books, whatever it is. There's a special thing going on there, and fans deserve respect, even if they're a little bit rude to you on occasion. The least you can do is be professional and go, well, I'm sorry you didn't like that book. I'll do better next time. So there are no toxic fans, just like people that buy your stuff, and they deserve your thanks.
Yeah, professionalism is very important to me when it comes to this stuff. That can really turn me off to backing a campaign.
But that's a principle of life that I try to teach. I had a conversation with the boys about it. It's like you have to understand the value of money. Like when people give you money, when people give you their time, you have to understand that that's the only thing that you never get back in life. It's your time.
Yeah.
Like you may think that there's a lot of things that will value more than that. No, your time. That's all you have. You have a certain amount of time on this planet.
And if you've worked that time and you're taking the value of that time and giving it to someone for their book, giving it to me for their book, they deserve respect and support back. So yeah, very important to us, very important to me.
It is to me, because like I keep saying to a lot of time, it's without readers, this would be nothing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
There's no point doing what we're doing if there's no readers.
Right.
So it's kind of like we need you as much as you need us.
Definitely.
And I think one of the things that I don't know if you agree with me, but what I like about the Comicsgate model right now, the fact that the technically the web type of convention is the fact that we get an instant feedback. We get to interact with people directly during production or not, and it's great. Like,
well, that's why I came onto YouTube, because
mhm.
I felt out of all the social media platforms, it's the one where people can really connect with you.
Yeah.
They get to see that you go on, you talk to them, they can see what you're doing, they can see your work, and they can hear and see you interact, and it means they get that connection, and then that then there's just that next step to convincing those people. Look, if you're interested in what I'm doing, if you like the way that I approach, the work or my life or whatever it might be that you're sharing, then you can say, well, how about this? And you've already given some of yourself in the same way that they're giving some of their self back by buying that product. And it's just it is a great model. It's a great way to interact with people.
It's a direct hands-on type of interaction with your customer, you would say, and I think it's great because you have the readers that have right now getting knowledge of stuff that didn't know how doing comics worked, you could say, like a
It's
behind the scene. Yeah.
demystifying it.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't mean that you take the magic away,
Nope.
because the magic's in the creation. That's still there. It just means that you're sharing sharing the way it's put together, sharing the whole concept of it with the people that you're hopefully going to sell your book to, and so it becomes more than just a buyer-seller relationship. And I think that's why things are working the way they are.
Yeah, it's like we're having a testing group as we
Yeah.
go along. It's like we have the readers, the people that are willing to invest money in us, in our dream, and we get to gauge our books. It's weird. We won't change it. We won't customize it to your liking. We're doing our books, but it's not. It's instant feedback. It's they do that in every market, right? They have a group of people and they get their game tested. They get this tested, but we get that live just by interacting with everyone.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly. You got that direct line to
Mm-hmm.
potential customers, potential co-creators
So
in some ways.
some of the best stories you've heard from fans, right?
Mm.
From the old school years, right? Most of those classic stories you hear, it's the fact of how people could just call and drop by Jack Kirby's goddamn house.
People love
He
that.
was open to everyone, and
Yeah.
I'm the same.
Yeah.
Like if you're one of my fans and you're in my neighborhood, you go, "Hey Sim, you'll be welcome. I'll probably
Yeah.
meet you up there." Like That's how I am, and
Yeah,
that's
no,
what I love about it.
that's that. I see that in obviously you can see from my book and the way that I've created. I'm very much a lover of those times of Bronze Age,
Hmm.
but the creators as well. They were true professionals. They were draftsmen, draftswomen, whatever, creators, and they had an air of professionalism about them.
And
And
all you,
they had the job. They had to get the job done
hmm
as well as be creative. It was a whole thing, and their examples should be followed by everyone.
yeah.
Personally, that's the way I feel.
And all you haters out there, comic book haters, calling yourself comic book fans, but you're really just SJW haters. There's been ladies in comics for a long time. There's
Yeah.
just not as many. And I'm sorry, when they come in, we love them and protect them like freaking hell.
Uh,
Well,
So
yeah,
they
I was
can
just
say
saying
all they want.
that's what you would call community.
uh,
I
Yeah,
don't like using the word community too often because I do believe it is an industry, it is a business.
I the reason I
But
think it's a bit troublesome to use the word like community right now is because the other side use it a lot for their community,
yeah,
their
yeah,
own type of communist community. So
yeah, and all that means is you agree with me, yeah, rather than a
yeah,
real community. Yeah,
exactly.
Speaking of ladies in comics that we all love, Wendy B's here. Good morning, Wendy.
What's up, Wendy? Welcome, welcome, welcome.
I ain't seen her in the chat in a little while. She said, "Oh, look at this." She says, "Sim is one of the true CG creators left, in my opinion."
Well, thank you.
Agreed, agreed, Miss Wendy.
I'm
Good,
truly honored.
good professional we got here in Sim.
And I'm not the only one. Rush is one too. That's what remember what I told you, Chris? You need to get that guy on. Like the guy.
uh, damn, I like you too, Sam.
Yeah,
Hey, I can be a bit blunt sometimes, but think about it. It's with good intentions.
Oh yeah, it's all that's all that matters, really.
Hmm.
Uh,
So go check out that book because right now I'm talking Chris into backing that dual tier book because if he's not, I'm backing it on my own.
oh, thank you. Do it, Chris. You know you want
Uh,
well, the
he's just trying to
problem
pick his, he's
is,
just trying to pick his tier
to.
because he likes to grab that extra, right? Me, I just want the book.
well, the problem right now isn't me. It's the fact that you don't live in the good old US of A. So my bank goes, hmm.
Your bank doesn't want to back that one.
Whoa, my bank doesn't want to back anything that's not in
Okay,
the
so
US.
dude,
What would you bank you, Sam?
no, dude, don't be a dick. I'm trying to tell you. If it doesn't let you, I'll get that one. I'll get the 2-pack and I'll send it to you.
Like I have to like
Let me know.
even when I call the bank and tell them, hey, it's not letting me back stuff, and they go, oh yeah, okay, we'll talk to this, and they'll let you, it'll drop the restrictions, and you can back stuff, you can spend money again. And I'm like, oh, okay, good. And then like I'll go try again, and it's like, nope, still won't. It's like, come on, let me spend my money.
So you already tried to back that one and said no.
I haven't tried yet for this
Okay, so
one.
if it does, let me know. I'll be the one grabbing 2 copies.
All right, yeah, because I would like to get this book.
See how we roll.
Yeah.
I do really like the art style and everything. And yeah, it does succeed in its job of evoking that, the older style comics. And yeah, even the story reminds me of that.
Yeah,
You say like Starlin and stuff.
Yeah,
I'm just, it reminds me. Was it the Executioner, the comic book? Like it reminds me of an old book, like just the character, not the premise of it. And I like it. Like it reminds me of those, classic indie beginning of Image type of years. I just can't put my finger on it, but it reminds me of something, and I like it. And usually,
Are you
even if
trying?
it's an original idea, when something clicks to a fan and goes, that brings me back memories. That does something. It means that you have something solid there. Like that's one of the things that I like about when I look at that project. It looks solid. Like you don't know what you're gonna get because you have a dinosaur guy there trying to bite his junk. You have a purple guy there, and yeah, that's gonna get interesting, right?
The
Thanks. Yeah.
like in terms of like the character and the design here with Death, he
Yeah,
act like the person I think of when I see that is you remember Blood Axe like from Marvel
yeah.
when
There
he
you
fought
go.
Thunder?
Thank you. That
That's
was
who he
it.
reminds me of.
That was it. Thank you. I was
Like
looking.
it's I remember, oh man, I had so many copies of Thunderstrike #1. I really liked that book. I never got like I think I had Thunderstrike #1 and #2, and I never got any more. I could
That's
never find any more.
yeah. Thunderstrike was awesome.
I really liked that book.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just saw the comment. It's always about junk with Sim. I like that.
He's not wrong.
It's always about junk.
It stuff has no nose.
Hey, when you got the kahunas for it, right?
Oh, see, it's not me. It's not just me here. She says it's the same with her
Yeah,
credit
I
cards.
had
won't let her.
somebody else say that the other day. Actually.
Yeah, I'm think. Is there a way? Maybe you guys know. Is there a way you can do pay it through PayPal?
Yeah, I think you can pay through PayPal.
I don't know.
See,
Not me. I don't even
I'm
get the options. And I was told that you do though in the states.
Yeah, see, I might try to do that, like link like PayPal up with it, and maybe then it'll let me. Because I've been able to, I think, PayPal people, like send money through PayPal to people overseas. That's how I got Terra Olympus Volume 2. I got it because I couldn't back it, and the creator said, "Well, send me the money through PayPal, and then I'll send you the book." And then that worked. So I think I'm gonna try to link my PayPal up with Indiegogo, see if that works. Stuff I gotta do to give people my money,
Yeah. No.
but it's worth it. These
Bust
yeah,
your ass. Do what you have to do. Just send us your money.
Mm.
make your money. Seems like come on, pay pig.
Whoa, 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 whoa! I don't use that type of language, peasant. Yeah, Thunderstrike was great. Yeah, me. The thing is, I really liked Thor. Right when I was younger, I
Yeah.
got into him, but I like the myth. The idea behind Thor. But dude, Walter Simonson's run made me
Ah,
love Thor,
yeah.
and especially when he brought in Masterson, the beard, the this. Then you're like, I like that new version. Like that new twist that he did on him with
Mm.
Masterson instead of having like that classy do gooder or something. No, you have an actually blue collar worker type of guy that becomes Thor, right? And like everybody loved that guy. Like people forgot about the classic Thor. We still have the classic Thor as in the Thor, like the god Thor. We still have the same one, but the character that he is, like the
Yeah.
human side of him, has changed, and I love it. And when they tried to bring back the classic Thor, and they did the Thunderstrike, dude, it was awesome. Then they realized that they fucked up, so
Mm.
they killed Thunderstrike, and they brought in the new Thor in the Ultimate. And who is he? Thunderstrike. The new Thor is Thunderstrike. The Thor that you have in fucking Avenger is Thunderstrike. You
Mm.
get Masterson with the beard, the attitude. You don't get the other one. That was like the little medic, a little pussy boy or something. You don't get
Yeah.
that guy. You're getting Masterson. Everywhere in Thor now, it's Masterson. So it's Walter Simonson's version of Thor that we get, and I love it. I just bought the omnibus from Walter Simonson's Thor run. Dude, they remastered it, recolored it by Olaf. It's amazing.
Really? Oh.
Yes. If you can still grab a copy, they're selling
Yeah.
out. I got it at 150 Canadian. And another thing that I found, Russ, they republish is Star Slammers. They're one of the first book that he wrote before.
Oh.
They did a
Yeah.
they did a collector's edition. Okay, you have
Yeah.
the complete collection, And right now, if you can find it for $50 US or something like that, grab it as quick as you can. They're all signed. They have a fucking signed plate in it.
Okay. I'll be googling it.
As soon as somebody mentioned me, like, he goes, "Oh, did you see that?" I go, "When is that coming out?" It's been out for a few years. I'm like, "Holy shit!" So I started looking. People are already asking 100, $200 in the places, and you can still find a few places selling it for like 50. So grab it. It's beautiful, remastered and everything. It's right. I
Cool.
got it here, and it's right now. It's one of my favorite books.
The complete collection.
Yeah, Star Slammers.
Yeah.
There's not many, and they're all signed. You sign them with a pencil.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I am tempted to get one of them.
I
I keep
yeah,
telling
I'm-
everybody, grab it, grab it, grab it, and it's Walter Simonson's first creation. Before
Like I've never heard of Star Slammers, but getting like a nice little name plate thing signed by Walter Simonson would be pretty cool.
Did you get Ragnarok?
Yes,
Oh,
I have 1 and 2. I'm waiting for 3 to come out. The trade. I'm not
What's
buying
the-
the floppies, but
No, what's that like?
I liked it. Like what
Yeah.
the premise is? It's Ragnarok comes, but for some reason Thor was missing.
Ah.
So Ragnarok goes wrong, right? Everything gets destroyed, and after a while, Thor just reappears
Ah.
out of nowhere, but he's undead,
Yeah, I got that from the artwork. That's superb stuff.
and
Absolutely love
it's
it.
amazing.
Yeah.
I can't
Okay.
wait for the third one.
Right, put that on my list.
yeah, I've seen people talk and say a lot of nice things about that Ragnarok book. That's why I keep.
It's Walter Simonson free. He has no restraint for the Marvel rules, right? He doesn't have to stick with their version of Thor. He's going full Norse mythology, but his twist. Like, what happened if I changed it?
Cool.
I'm telling you, like, I love his shit. I'm a big fan of Walter Simonson.
Yeah, he's a solid artist.
Hmm.
He did a Fantastic Four run as well, didn't he?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just brilliant.
He did some X-Men too. But right now, there's one piece that I'm looking for. One trade. Right now, there's some people on Amazon asking, I just found out like 2 days ago. There's a Frank Miller, Walter Simonson, RoboCop versus Terminator series.
Oh yeah, I've got the original British reprint of that.
So
For the first time
looking.
it's over here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm looking for one because I've never seen it, never knew about it. I want it.
it's superb. It was really good.
That's in my hunting.
Sim, we got another translation here for Soul.
Dieu de tonnerre. Yeah,
What's that mean?
yeah, God of Thunder in French. Dieu de tonnerre.
Oh,
That's
okay.
yeah. That's one of the reasons why it's like is people that know me know that I'm more English than French. It's one of the things that I've always noticed is like everything sounds cooler in English than in French or Spanish. like like Spider-Man, L'Homme Araignée doesn't sound the same.
No, that's wrong, isn't it? It's wrong.
Yeah. It's like Batman, L'Homme Chauve-Souris. The fuck?
No, no. Soul Iron has just put out that Hammer, Norse mythology. I've got.
Yes.
I back that. That looks fabulous.
Yeah.
That looks really good.
That's another one that we back. We team backed.
That looks really good.
Yeah, Hammer does look like a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
I like his character designs for like the Draugr. Gosh dang it, I always say it wrong. Oh well. Yeah, the different like the villains like Loki and stuff. I like his character designs for them.
Quality.
Oh, I'm gonna have to back this book.
Oh, Quiz, did I show you the final version of the sexy print for Elrica?
I don't think so.
No. Did you see the new sticker that 6 a.m. Sent to me?
The sticker of Nat?
Yeah.
I seen it on Twitter.
Come on. You freaking nailed it.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm gonna print it and put that on my wall. It's how bad I like it,
Yeah, it does look really good.
dude. It's like how it's like it doesn't believe me. Like he thinks I'm faking it, but I'm really fucking stoked, dude. He's like he literally told me I can't believe you actually like my style that much, dude. You have no fucking clue. It's like
Yeah.
I like my style, right? I like Jim Lee. I like different styles, right? But I like this. This is like somebody that's good with the Metal Slug, more badass style, is doing my Natverse in Metal Slug style. I'm fucking ecstatic. I want that as a poster. I'm gonna put that and put that on my goddamn wall.
You got to love that. I saw a couple of pieces of fan art of Death of D,
Yeah,
and some other stuff, and it's like, wow, somebody took the time to do that. It's just it's incredible. It's an amazing feeling to see people do that stuff with your work.
I looked at him and I go, dude, you may not believe it, but you got a fan in me.
Yeah.
I like your style, dude. Me, I'm definitely gonna be doing a medley because he's doing all the characters in the Natverse.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that's
So
pretty
I'm definitely gonna be doing a medley, printing a poster and putting that on my wall.
I didn't know he was doing every character in the Netverse. I thought he was just doing the couple you'd posted on Twitter there.
No, he's doing Nat. He did Zed. This week he's supposed to be doing Rose and Loani, and after that there's Bob and Elrica. But but you know I might be keeping the Loani one for the next campaign, number 2, because she's that's where she's more relative. You get a bit tease. You get teased Luwani in number 1 of Tales from the Nazverse, but the second one is more centered about her coming in, or coming out, whatever.
Is that?
Oh,
Could I ask on that, because the typography's gone all over the place on that page you've got up there? What
Yeah, never.
what web page is what browser is that?
oh, me?
Yeah.
Do you
Just in Google Chrome.
Do you do
All
space
right.
to line your thing, Russ, when you laid out your page?
Yeah, I mean,
Space till it moves down.
I checked it
what it
out on I checked it out on several browsers and it seemed to work. That's the first time I've seen it do that.
Oh, is something wrong?
Every
No,
time
no.
every time you use the space to separate,
Yeah.
like very control your separation, there's gonna be those problems. It's one of the things I've noticed when you try to do this. You
Right.
really have to go like put your text or enter. Don't do the spacing to have like direct under. It'll
Right.
fuck you over.
Okay. Oh, what I'll do is I'll just take I'll take a screenshot of it and put it in as an image.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I won't have to worry about it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's smart.
Hex says personally, Russ's style reminds me of Dave Gibbons, one of my personal favorites.
That's high praise. Thank you. Dave Gibbons is a legend.
I like how everybody knows all these people's names, and I'm like, oh, okay. Whoever that is.
Actual fans.
Yeah. I know lots of names. Don't ask me to recall them because my boomer memory won't allow me.
I in a way idolized, these people like celebrities growing up, but I didn't know their names. I know a few names here and there, like Marv Wolfman.
Yeah, but that's the thing. The thing is, that's what those companies want, especially Marvel. They didn't want you to know the artist or the writer's name. They wanted you to remember Stan Lee and Marvel. That's it.
Yeah.
Like I remembered Mark Silvestri. I liked his art.
How can you forget Mark Silvestri?
Mark Silvestri's fantastic
It's
guy.
a fucking god in the comic.
He's godlike.
Dude.
Yeah.
Even Jim Lee, dude. It's one of the things that I thought was funny. Okay, Mark Silvestri, right? He's a bit extravagant, right? Dude, he's been rich for a long time, but he's very down to earth in a way that he doesn't think that he's that good.
No, he's still quite humble.
He's quite humble. Like
Yeah.
he doesn't think that he's that good of an artist. But dude, you have Jim Lee, all his fucking peers, even Todd McFarlane saying he's the best of us.
Yeah.
He's the best artist of us, and I'm like, yeah, because that guy, what he can do with cross hatching, those
Yeah.
little organic lines that he does, dude.
Yeah, very
Okay, well,
impressive.
I'll be back. I need to go fap.
Okay.
Drag it, Sam. Can't you at least do it off stream?
Yeah. I think we must be running close to the end anyway. Now we've been on for a while, haven't we?
Almost 2 hours.
Yeah.
But Silvestri is freaking amazing. It's just sad that right now we don't get to see much of him because a lot of people don't know. But he's had eye problems and he's had an eye operation not too long ago.
Oh,
I didn't know. Oh,
That's why
sad.
the Batman project that he was working on, like that's why it was delayed.
Sad to hear an artist go through that. Yeah.
Yeah. Daggone. Oh, right. Yeah, we are getting.
Like the Gibbon thing, like it to me when I saw it, you know, we know where he's from, so to me it's really like 2000 AD. How do I not want that book?
Okay, Dave Gibbons. Yeah, it's very 2000 AD. But if and I've got a page here. If you want a quick look.
Oh, okay.
To give you an idea of the styling.
There we go.
So it's that Bronze Age kind of look to it. So that's in production at the moment. So that kind of stuff.
Oh, hey, you got it backers. I just refreshed.
Oh, really? Oh, that's cool.
So let me know, Chris, if you can back it, I'll be backing it.
We got backers.
Success. Thank you very much.
Yes, it went from 2,191 to 2,204.
Oh,
that's
cool.
freaking awesome.
Cool. Excellent. Thank you. Thanks to anybody who's backing it and anybody who shares it or sends me complimentary comments. It's all very much appreciated and received with thanks.
And with that being said, I think we should probably start to wrap it up.
Mm-hmm.
We are getting a little late in the stream here.
It's okay. My 2 p.m. stream got canceled. It was the midday report day, and Rod just sent me a message going, "I'm taking advantage of the holiday." I'm like, "No problem, good." I got like 4 streams to do every Monday now.
Well, there is no holiday for the morning roast. We're like
No rest for the wicked.
That's right. We might show up late, but we do show up.
Yes, we do. But they say you're better late than never, right?
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah.
Oh man, I wonder if my bank is closed because I do need to go to the bank today. I got a check from my Bank of Romney, the people I do pay the house bill on, and they sent me a check. I guess they took too much money out for escrow, so I got a check from them. I got to go get it cashed and put in the bank. There's more money to pay for these comics.
More money.
What's this heck say here? He says, "Do you take a vacation from coffee?" No. Oh my!
It's like I don't really take vacation from drawing either. Even when I have a day off, I'm still drawing.
Yeah, it's one of them things.
Like I'm sad, I draw. I'm happy, I draw. I'm pissed, I draw. I'm fucking fed up of drawing, I draw some more. Just draw something else. Are you like me, Russ? You have to work like you always have like 2-3 things working on at the same time, just so you have something to change your mind on.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it has been that way. I've been fortunate to be able to focus on this book for the first time in years that I haven't had several projects running at once. So, although saying that, I have had other people kind of approach me and say, "Oh, are you willing to do this, this, and this?" And it's like, yeah. So you got to think about them, even if you're not doing them.
Wendy asked, "What is the stream schedule ordinarily?" We're usually here at 11 a.m. Eastern.
Yeah. It's supposed to be 11, but sometimes we're a little late. So yeah, usually around 11 a.m. Monday and Friday.
And X Allen says Sim draws in his bathtub. Yeah, it's great for ink wash.
Ace is saying, Ace is saying, if you need another guest, I'm free now. Does he mean right now?
Right now.
Yeah,
Now.
right now. That's what he means.
Now. Damn it.
This is going to turn into like a 4-hour stream.
Dude.
Right. Well, I'm going to have to shoot, guys. I'm afraid.
Yep.
All right, well, we'll wrap this stream up.
We'll get Ace on the schedule.
Yeah, I'll have to get Ace. We gotta get Ace on. We gotta get Hex on.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, so let's start wrapping them up. We'll start with you, Mr. Sib.
With me?
Yeah, that's what I
Okay.
said.
So sub, like this channel because Chris is fucking amazing. Then you go to my channel, right? Because I'm a cool guy. You like it, and I do a special giveaway when we reach 500 subs. And another one, somebody's gonna get one of those heavy metal sketch cover when we reach 1,000 sub. And go check out Tales from an Adverse. And if you missed out on Bloodhunt, well, poor you. You still have a chance. Go get it. So Tales from an Adverse.
Oh, look at that! Beacon just showed up. Oh, Mr. Beacon,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
See,
You're late.
see, it was destiny that made us be late because it's holiday and nobody would have been up at 11 a.m., bro.
No, everyone's asleep.
Oh, quit making excuses, Sim. You try to act like this was some tactical ploy by you.
No, I'm trying to show you that there's always a good side to bad things.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what's he
Half
saying?
full, dude, not half empty. Come on.
What do they take advantage of double time pay? Smart man, Heck, smart man. That was the one positive. Normally I'm off. Normally I only work 4 days a week on holidays, but for some reason they scheduled me a full week. So I'm not really complaining, So I'll take it. It says most of us are just waking up, brother. Oh, that's true, yeah. I understand, Ace. All right. Mr. Russ, you want to give your closing statements, pitch,
Yes.
all
Yes.
that stuff?
Yes. I'll put it to the judge. Yeah, you can find me on YouTube as Comic Book Black Belt. You can find me at russleach.com or at comicbookblackbelt.com. You can find out more about my book at onlydeathcansaveus.com, and there is a link right there to this Indiegogo campaign. Thank you to everyone who's backed so far. You can also find me on the Twitter, on the Fleece Book. You can find me on the Parlay and on Instagram, and just look me up, my name, and you'll be able to find me. Also via Comic Book Black Belt as well. And just come and have a chat. I'll talk to anyone about comic book art and comics, and leave the drama to everyone else.
Yep.
Good way to live. Good way to live. I'm not a fan of the drama.
Yeah, it's like what happened to discussing things without being dramatic?
Yeah, don't need that drama, just fun.
Yep. It's about escapism and entertainment.
Yep.
Aren't you not entertained?
Ace says book looks great, by the way, right up my alley.
Yep.
Oh,
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. As for myself, please, if you enjoyed the stream, please do subscribe and do all the like and all that stuff. And of course, thanks, Mr. Russ, for coming on.
No problem. Thank you for having me on.
Appreciate it.
Very kind.
I always appreciate when somebody comes to our little channel. We're not very big. And please, tomorrow, like I said to Mr. Well, I shouldn't say Mr. I don't know what Yodom's gender is. You go. I made a mistake of assuming.
You assume too much, young.
Yeah. What was it? Tatsunami. I for some reason assumed it was a woman. It was a guy.
And he called you out on that one.
Yeah, he did. I was like, ooh. But I'm going to try to do my review of SOS Volume 1 tomorrow, and upload it tomorrow. So please check that out. And yeah, thanks for coming, everybody. I always love the chat. I love these live streams because I love getting to talk to everybody. It's a lot of fun. And
Cool.
all right, Sim,
Yes.
you want to send us out with your video,
Yep.
or I can just bring up a video of the South Park "Blame Canada" song.
No, it's okay. Yeah, we're good. No. No salt and pepper. I think that's the name of the thing there. The two Canadian. There you go.
I understand, Mr. Beacon. Yep, bye, Miss Wendy. Oh, there we go.
Tales from the Napverse. This ongoing anthology collects short stories introducing characters within the Napverse and are all connected to the main series, Nap the Merc. This 64-plus page perfect bound anthology series collects short stories introducing Nat, Lawani, Rose, Zen, and other characters within the Napverse that you'll get to know and love in this prelude. This volume contains 2 previously published Nat stories, as well as the previously published Helena Rose stories, introducing you to those characters. In addition, you'll also be receiving 2 brand new stories by Simon Sim Pautier. Royal Rumble, colored by 7 Legions Michael Beacon. Also, Nat and Zed, colored by Spartan Scotsman of Xenotype. Arm up and fire off into the Napverse.